Yeah, I thought he was really good. Um, the plays he was making, the poise with the puck, the breakouts. Um, it just makes the whole game that much easier when you can break out clean and make those plays. And it's I was impressed.
Next up, we'll go to Terry Koshan, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Terry.
Morning, TJ. I'm just curious. You play tonight, then there's a gap before Wednesday, and then likely a gap after the final regular season game next Friday. How key is that that time off? Do you think in the next couple of weeks when you have not only guys banged up, but people who are probably playing hurt and just could use the rest going into the playoffs?
Yeah, it's important, especially with the season like we've had, condensed schedule and less time off than usual. So to get that would be big. At the same time, we gotta keep our focus and not let our foot off the pedal, which can happen with too much time off.
But I would expect that the way you guys have been playing and mentally and everything, the chances of that happening are probably pretty small, aren't they, with the time off?
Yeah, definitely. It's just something to be aware of. But yeah, rest is key through the season. Obviously you want to feel 100% physically to give yourself the best chance.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we've got obviously guys out of the lineup right now that needed this time to get back, and the season's been a sprint and it's been a bit of a grind at times. So it's nice to have a little bit of a break, but I don't that we want it to be too long anyway. I mean, I think we're feeling good about our game right now. Our team's playing well, so I think that we're ready for playoffs to come as well.
Next up, we'll go to Luke Fox, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Luke.
Hi, Alex. Getting towards the end of your second full regular season here, what would you say is the biggest difference in the stuff we don't see, like in the room, the culture, the atmosphere around the team? What sticks out to you about this year compared to last?
Maybe just a mentality around the group, and probably that stems from our position in the standings. But I think that this year, it just seems like we're going into games a little bit more confident on a daily basis. We have more confidence in ourselves as a group. And I think that the expectations are higher this year, kind of our self-imposed expectations. We feel like we can do a lot of damage. And I mean, every team towards the end of the year feels like they have a chance, but I think that it feels a little bit more real this year.
And personally, how would you compare your performance on the ice this season to last?
I don't know. I think that my roles have been a little bit different, and I'm comfortable with that. I feel good now, and I don't know. I think that you always want to be able to produce a little bit more offensively, but I think that given my role right now, I'm playing well and happy with where my game's at right now heading into the playoffs. And I know that that I have to play really well down the stretch here and into the playoffs, and that's just what I'm focusing on at this point.
First off, it's just it's an incredible honor when they call to let me know that they're presenting me with that opportunity and to be honored. And my connection to the city of Pembroke and the Lumber Kings and the Ottawa Valley in general is a very strong one. And I certainly wouldn't be here today without the support of that community. And Algonquin College is a real pillar in the community itself, and represents a lot of things, that the Ottawa Valley stands for. So for them to, offer this to me is a great thing. I'm incredibly grateful for it. But yeah, in terms of the ceremony there in June, it's going to be a virtual ceremony, so everything's going to be pre-recorded here probably the next couple of days, so I'll get that off my plate. But certainly it's a huge honor, and as I say, very grateful.
Next up, we'll go to Kristen Chilton, TSN. Go ahead, Kristen.
Sheldon, just quick, any lineup changes from what we saw yesterday in practice for tonight?
No changes from yesterday, no.
I'm just wondering, as the season has gone on, is there an area where you feel like the team has shown you a real growth in their confidence level, either whether it's execution on the ice or just an area where you feel like they've become more confident as years?
I think over the course of the season, I think you go through ups and downs and all those kind of things. But I think where we've remained consistent is just the commitment defensively has been there, and I think along those lines, a comfort in defending leads and playing with leads. Now, not every game has gone the way that we wanted to, and at times we've slipped a little bit and given up leads. But for the most part, it's been done, with a good process, and maybe a bad break here or there or something of that nature, but not because we're cheating the game or because we're not responsible, those kind of things. So I think just our confidence in playing in those types of games and understanding the importance of closing out those games, I think that's been really important for us, where I've seen the growth. And then the other part of it is just how our team has come together. The players themselves, how they've grown with their comfort for one another. We had a number of changes, of course, from last season, and the team right from training camp, you could tell was going to have a great chemistry with just the energy of the group, but it's just continued to grow and evolve over the course of the season. And then now you've brought in some new personalities after the trade deadline. I just think, things have come together really nicely there.